Good morning. Welcome to the Palmer Dance Experience Yoga Stretch. Nice and easy. Put our feet nice and wide. Reach the arms down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Shoulders relax. Lift up on the kneecaps and the thighs. Engage the bottoms. Draw the belly in. Close your ribs. Stretch your fingers. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Bend the knees. During that reach, just feel the ankles and the calves stretch. Flat back. We're going to go flat back all the way over until you curve over to the floor. Hold it right there. Take one deep breath in to the lower back. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Flat back. Stretch the legs and arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. Open the arms, open the chest, pull with the lats. Flat back down. And curve, relax the neck. This time hold on to your elbows. Right elbow, reach towards the right shin. And left elbow to the left shin. Keep the base of the body completely still. And right side. And left side. And come back center. Reach the arms out, fingertips to the floor. And slowly begin stretching the legs. Take a deep breath in with stretched legs. And bend the knees, come to flat back, looking forward. Maybe it's still on the floor, you don't have to look up to camera. Stretch legs straight and flat, curving over. One more time, bend the knees, flat back. Lift your chest, lift your head, bring your hands onto the knees, flat back. Hold it right here in your flat back, standing cat and cows. Curve and flat back. Inhale, lift up. And curve. Inhale up. And this time curve and ripple all the way up. Inhale, stretch, reach the arms up. Open the mouth wide. Backstroke. Open up the ribs with the breath. Nice. And bring the arms down, feet together. Beautiful. That is our little morning wake-up call. Let's start some sun salutations. Feet together, toes together, heels slivers apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, squeeze the butts, and press the hips forward. Make sure in your arching, we're not sticking the booty out. We're lifting the chest. Inhale up, arms reach, swan dive all the way down. Hands on shins or floor. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, plank position. Hold right here. Stretching out the metatarsals, lifting the thighs, lifting the Wula Bandha, belly, ribs closed, shoulders away from the ears. And right away we'll go into downward dog. Lift the hips, press the fingers into the floor. And bend your right knee. Breathe into that left calf. And switch. And switch. And switch. Both legs straight, hips up, armpits open. Pull the belly in, transfer into plank position. Hold the plank right there. Lower your knees down, optional. Elbows stay close to the body. Bend the elbows down. And baby cobra. So place the hands on the floor and, right by your ribs. And lift the body up. Shoulder blades back. And lower it down. And full cobra up. Press up. Knees on the floor for a moment, shoulders down. Just get a little twist both ways. And keep your knees together for the first child pose. Feet together and press the hips all the way back onto the heels. When the knees are together, you get a little bit more of a stretch through the lower back. Lower the forehead down to the mat and press your fingertips into the floor, raising your wrists. That gives a little more stretch through the arms and triceps. Keep your body still, but let the upper body and arms reach to the diagonal right corner. Deep breathe into the back. And walk the arms over to the other diagonal. Come back to center. And at table, open the knees hip distance apart. Cow and cat. Inhale, arch, look up. And curve, pull the belly in, push the hands into the floor. Stay here for a moment, and I want you to feel the stretch through the trapezius. Lift your belly, open the traps, bring the breath into the shoulders. And relax, arch. And one more time, contract. Hold there, tuck the toes under, lift into your downward dog. Spread the fingers L shape with your thumb and forefinger. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Lift the heels up on releve. Bend the knees, and we're going to walk or jump our feet up to the hands. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, release. Reverse swan dive, arms reach out to the side. Inhale, lift the body up and bring the hands back to the heart center. Namaste right there. Beautiful, breathe. And inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers. Stretch, open the arms, thumbs are crossed. Engage your bottom as we tick-tock side to side. Keep pressing the feet in through the earth, fingertips up through the ceiling. And as you tick-tock side to side, think way deep in your waist, going into the psoas, into the deep, deep recesses, connecting those muscles into the base of the spine. And we're going to hold over to the right, keeping the body perfectly flat. Try to keep those biceps by the ears. Bottoms are engaged. And as you stretch, breathe into the side ribs, opening that lung. Inhale up. And exhale over to the other side. Breathe. And inhale up. And lift the hands, bottom, chest, lifting, lifting as you rock back. And forward fold, flat back. Release the arms when you need to. Inhale, arch, look up. And plank position, feet back. Going all the way through into an upward facing dog, which means tops of the feet into the floor. Lift your knees, lift your hips, shoulders back. Take a breath. Downward facing dog. I invite you to lift your right leg up, hip level, hip level. Feel that supporting leg stretch through that back of the leg. Point the toe, come into plank, bringing the knee into the chest. Hold right here. Staying right there, lift the knee to the side, lizard. And cross the knee to opposite elbow. Back to the center. We're going to go three-legged dog one more time. Pull the belly in. Three-legged dog. Hip parallel into forward lunge crescent. Bring the body up. That's it. Back knee is bent. Notice we are on railroad tracks with the legs. And bring the arms up. Let's add some movement. Straighten that back leg. Reach the arms forward to me. And airplane arms, sweep them back. Make sure this hip isn't popping out, Cassie. Put it back in. Lift the shoulders and chest. Inhale, reverse, bring the arms up. Pull the belly in, close those ribs. And bend the knee, trying to get the body into a straight line. One more time, straighten that back leg. Reach the arms back, open the chest. And back again. Twist. Right from here, we're going to take that elbow, cross it over the knee, palm is up, put your palms together in a prayer-like position and twist the body. In this position, continue to push the shoulder away from the ear, ribs twisting, legs straight. And release, bring the body up. Beautiful, arms up right here. And this time, squeeze your butt, bend to the elbows, cactus, and just feel that glorious increase of stretch in the hip flexor. And throw it all over. Three-legged dog with that right leg. This time, please open your hip if you wish. Pull the belly in, stretch that leg. Lower your supporting heel as much as possible. And as you close your ribs and bend, pull the belly in, bend your knee. That's it. We're going to do something just a little bit different today. Stretch the leg right back up, and we're going to go right into pigeon with this leg. Pull the belly in, come into plank, and right into pigeon, doing floor work in between our asanas. There we go. Hold right there. Hip is lifted off the mat. Front foot slightly flexed. Flowers in bloom. Lift, lift, lift. Again, increasing that stretch through the hip flexor and squeeze that left butt cheek just a teeny bit more. Now, as if somebody is pulling out of the top of your head, allow the body to lengthen as you go forward. And forward fold, opening, deepening up that hip, that right hip. We're just going to stay there for 3 deep breaths, super long, slow breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring your hands back, roll it up, tuck your back toe under, recover your three-legged dog, flat hip this time, and lower the leg down. Stay here in downward dog, breathe. And here we go, other leg. Lift your left leg up, hip level. Squeeze the butt. Lower the heel down, maybe just a touch more. Point that back toe and plank position, knee into the chest. Hold it there, shoulders away from the neck. And lift the knee to lizard. And knee across to opposite elbow. And back to center. Three-legged dog parallel, leg up. And crescent pose. Step through. Bend your back knee, roll the body up. Nice. Take a moment just to take inventory. Back toe is pressed up, as high up on that high heel as you can. Your right bottom cheek is engaged. See it? Shoom shoom. Give it a little ee. Yes. And let's begin to stretch the back leg. Reach the arms forward. Beautiful straight line right from there. Acknowledge that line. And then bring the arms back, shoulders back. And recover. Shift back into the bent knee. Deepen it. Straighten the leg. Arms back. And up. Hold. Twist. And bring the right elbow across that knee. Straighten your back leg. Place the other hand on top and elongate your spine. And recover. Back to crescent. And cactus bend. Reach the arms out, over, straighten the leg, throw it all down, and three-legged dog with that left leg. And again, I invite you to open your hip, making sure the chest is pressing through, belly button drawing in, and the hip is open. Bend the knee. And stretch the leg. Parallel that hip. And coming through into pigeon. Left knee comes forward. Prop the body up. This foot can be flexed. Try and get your back leg, the knee and the top of the foot, onto the floor. So rather than turning out onto the side of the knee, we're propping way up on top. A little squeeze in that butt. And then slowly elongate the body as you come down. Bring the body up. One more breath. Tuck the toe under. And downward dog. Open hip. And lower the leg down. All right. Hold right there. Hip distance apart with the feet and spread the fingers wide. Press the chest through. Breathe. Shake the head out. And let's slowly walk the feet forward, pressing the heel down with each step, and keep your feet parallel. Bring the feet a little closer together. Hands on shins, inhale, look up. Exhale, release. And reverse swan dive. Hands into the heart center. Hold right there and breathe. Moving into eagle. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take your left arm and go underneath to the forehead, crossing around. Press the elbows into the chest. Bend your knees. Take the left leg, lift the left leg up, cross, and either the foot dangles or you can try to get that foot behind the calf muscle, creating a tourniquet effect on the major joints of your body. Go a little deeper, pressing those elbows into the chest. We're going to transition into one more position. Lift your foot, going into a warrior 3. Press the heel back. Straight leg behind you. Release the arms and reach your arms out to the side. If you wish to go to the next level and have strength in your back, balancing stick, take your fingers, interlace them together, and point the arms forward. Point your fingers, pointing, thumbs crossed, parallel with the hip. And we're going to come up from this position. Inhale, lift, up, 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 and lower down. Take one breath, going right into the other leg. Inhale, exhale. And next inhale, arm circle sweep up. Right arm comes underneath, bends inter, and palms together. Press those elbows down. Feel the stretch through the shoulders. Bend your knees into a nice plie. Engage your tummy as you lift that right knee up. Squeeze the inner thighs, wrap it around, and maybe even perhaps behind the calf. Shoulders down, breathe. Deeper. And release. Lift the foot. Straight supporting leg. Kick the foot back behind you, parallel hips. Let's start with flexed foot. Reach the arms out to the sides. Stay here unless you want the challenge. Hands interlaced. Pointer fingers extend in front of you. And finish it off pointing the toe. Feel the connection between the fingertips and the toe. Yin and yang. Pull for 3, 2, 1, and recover. Let's take a break, step off our mat, hydrate. Good morning, good evening, whenever you may be doing this. You notice in the balancing poses, the cardio starts working. We got a lot of pressure on the heart. It's a little bit tiring. Awesome work. All right. Put your heels. Let's just open up our hips and that lower back just for a moment, going into Malasana. Lift up on the thighs. It's not a super wide stretch. Bring the hands up and bring into the heart center in prayer position. Bend those knees. Go down as low as you can, and we're going to put the elbows in between the knees. Feel free to adjust your feet, and we're just going to have a nice little recovery right here. Now, if you have your blocks handy, feel free to sit on your block, right? You feel a huge opening up in that lower back. You may even need to, if this is too much, you can put your hands down and lean forward a little bit. Sit on the block. Opening up those hip joints. Yes, take one more breath. And let's release. Straighten the legs. We're going to straighten them in a turned out position. Press those heels on the floor. Feel the difference in the turned out position. You're going to feel them in a slightly different spot. Good job. Now lift your toes and come to parallel, a little wider than hip distance apart. And release over. Release your neck completely. Shake it out. Take a moment to shake it out. and roll it up. Beautiful. All right. And from here, put your feet together. We are going to go into our Warrior 2 series, okay? If you wish to adjust your mat for whatever vision you need, I'm going to give you a little bit of an angle here, okay? So I'm going to be stepping to my right. Inhale, reach the arms up. Step the feet nice and wide. Palms down, lift that left toe. Point it directly to the side, same as your fingertips. Your heel is intersecting the middle of your back foot. And as you bend, keep the hips completely still. Your knee is over the heel, so if you want to go deeper, you may need to widen your feet. Shoulders and hips relatively in the same line, and your focus goes to the fingertips. Fingers are closed. And as you breathe into your Warrior 2, lift up on that right thigh and kneecap, pulling that energy in through the belly, closing your ribs. Let's lift our left palm. Keep your hips exactly as they are, don't compensate, and just tilt to the side. And fingertips up to the ceiling for starters. If you feel yourself putting too much pressure on the hands, resist that by turning the back of the hands to the thighs. If you are strong in your side obliques and want more stretch, curve the arm over more. Keep the deep stretch in the knee. Breathe into those rib cage. Right there. Inhale, lift. And going right into side angle. Option to rest the elbow on the knee. Close the ribs, tuck the hips under, or extend the arm. We're going for a 6 o'clock with the arms, continuing to rotate the ribs open. Focus is up. And there's no pressure on this hand. We're not trying to get it to the floor. Notice what just happened to my spine. I lost the open position. There we go. Maybe a fingertip, maybe the fingertips touch in the middle of your big toe and second toe. And inhale, recover. Good. Stretch that leg. Beautiful. Parallel both feet. Palms up, squeeze your buns. Lift. And release all the way over to the center. Hold on to your ankles. Getting a little bit of reprieve here. Bend those elbows, shoulders away from the ears. Deep breathing through the nose. All right, flat back. Reach the arms to the side, shoulder blades pulling back. Press the feet into the floor. Going right into the other side, lift that other foot. Point the fingers and lunge into your Warrior 2. Again, you'll feel this hip opening because many people, they get low, but this hip pops out. And then they miss the opportunity to stretch through this joint right here. So notice from the pubic bone all the way up, we're achieving a beautiful straight line. Lift the palm and tilt. Energy from the hip is going down while we're pulling up, getting glorious stretch through the waist. Option to curve and increase. And recover. Straight arm or resting. Whatever you do, don't sink into the shoulder. Keep the neck long. Draw the belly in. and recover. Parallel. And this time, let's interlace the hands behind the back. Press the balls of the feet into your mat, knuckles down, open the chest, bottoms firm, and flat back all the way over. Lift the kneecaps and release the neck, shake it out.
It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind.
Release the arms.
And you're doing the same.
Press the balls of the feet into the floor. You've shifted the weight. Reach your fingertips forward. Now shift the weight into the heels. Walk the arms diagonal, keeping your hips stable. Just what we did in the beginning with child pose. And arms over to the other side. Keep the hips stable. Lift your kneecaps. And center. Hands in the floor. Turn out the feet by lifting the heels, turning them in. Bend the knees. Walk the hands up to the knees. Hold right here. And press and twist. And lift, other direction.
Nothing's growing where your heart is fire.
Stay centered. Just take a moment. Open the knees, squeeze the buns. Let's bring our bodies straight up. Straighten the legs. Adjust. And walk the feet together. Good. Wonderful. Take another moment to hydrate. And breathe, recover. So as we go into this next position, we are going to create a huge opening through the back of our neck. So just watch for one moment. The goal of it isn't to get straight legs. It's to get the forehead touching the knee. So our arms are going to be in prayer position, and we're going to, feet are in a triangle, perfectly parallel. Squeeze the buns. We're going to curve down and bring in our forehead to the knee. You can separate the hands if you need to. Bend your knee and compress the forehead to the knee. If you have that, you can begin straightening the knee. If you have that, you bring your hands together in prayer position. Really opening that area. So let's go ahead and get started on this. When you come up, you got to do that slowly because you get a little lightheaded. All right, so here we go. Let's take your left foot forward. It doesn't really matter. Whatever foot you have forward is fine. All right. Nice triangle. Here we go. Arms up. Now, I'm very methodical when I get into this. I love the biggest bang for my buck. Compress and tuck the chin. So you are curving it down one vertebrae at a time. Pull the ribs in, pull the stomach down so you're getting a glorious stretch through that back. Hands separate when you need to. Bend your knees when you need to. Forehead to the knee. And breathe. The breath obviously is more shallow. Maybe you want to bring the hands closer together. It's not imperative. The forehead to the knee is our goal. And we're going to recover. Hands come in prayer position and roll it up one vertebrae at a time, one vertebrae at a time. Roll it up, 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 up. Last minute, lift the chin. Arms are going to reach behind, interlace behind the back, knuckles down, and pitching over. Lift your back leg, standing split. but keep the chest lifted into the last moment. Parallel hips as much as possible. Hands come down when you need to, or they just grab the ankle, depending on your balance and how many margaritas you had the night before. Keep engaging that bottom to lift the leg higher without opening the hip. And if you wish, you can bring the forehead to the knee one last time and lower the leg down. Bend your knees, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Feel free to walk your hands up the thighs for the support. And breathe. That is a very powerful move, opening up the whole back of the neck. A lot of things start to flow, the chi, your emotions, the toxins. We're doing a lot in that pose. Here we go, other side. Right foot is forward, or the opposite leg as last time. Trying to get this back foot as parallel as possible. Here we go, engage that butt. Lift up on the kneecaps. Palms in prayer position, thumbs will cross, but no interlacing of the fingers. Here we go, tuck the chin. Draw the belly in. One vertebrae at a time. Snaking down to the floor. Separate your hands and bend your knees when you need to. Forehead to the knee. Pull the belly in. So you need to lift the belly to get it out of the way. Compress the middle of your eyebrows to the knee. Breath is shallow, that's okay. And let's recover. Palms together. Roll it up, stretch the knee when you can. One vertebrae at a time. Feel those backs of the legs working. Bottoms working. Open the arms, interlace fingers behind you. Squeeze your back butt cheek to help your balance. Knuckles down, open the chest, transfer, and lift the back leg. Straighten the supporting leg, going down into standing split. Hands on either side of the foot or grabbing onto the ankle for balance challenge. Maybe forehead, one last compression. Squeeze the butt. And lower the leg down. Bend both knees, walk it up the thighs, roll it up. And just take a moment and recover. All right, we're gonna do one more standing position because we can. Take a sip of water. So much wonderful stretching forward of the body. Now we're going to open the body in the opposite direction with standing dancer's pose. Feet parallel and down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's lift up our left leg first. Grabbing from the inside so the thumb hitchhikes open and grab from the instep of the foot. Knees kiss, palm turns forward as you reach forward. Now kick the foot into the hand. Keep those hips parallel. And the arms are going to reach. It's different than what we often think of in this pose. We're going to keep this lengthening going. Try to keep the foot parallel rather than turning the knee out. Hip pressing forward. Standing knee is perfectly straight, do not bend it. 2, and 1. Cardio, huh? Other side. Inhale. Right hand palm is up. Grab from the inside. Side view here. Make sure you're pulling in the belly, pressing the hips forward. Straighten your supporting leg and begin to kick the foot into the hand. Beautiful. Hold it right here. Super slow. Figure 8. We're releasing the tension through that back. Just release. Curve. Nicely done. Let's work our way onto the floor. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are sitting on the floor. Let's come into a nice seated position with our soles of the feet together, grabbing the ankles from underneath. Pull the chest forward, pressing the sit bones into the floor, shoulders back. And just take a moment to work those thighs and hips. Give me a butterfly, but we're not bouncing this. We're keeping this the back super straight. And get that range of motion going. That's it. And we're going to keep it open as much as possible. Hold it right there. Bend your elbows, pull your belly button forward. Flat back forward. Keep those knees open. Now, one by one, you begin from bottom to top, curving the back forward. Reach the right arm forward, reach the left arm forward. We did this in child pose, we did it standing, now we're doing it in a butterfly position. Feeling the hips open. Draw the belly in and walk the arms to the diagonal right. Again, opening up that lower back, but also with the addition of the hip stretch. And walk the arms to the other direction. And come back to center. Place your hands on the knees. Push down on the knees as you roll the body up and grab the knees as you lengthen the back. Good. Now lift your heels. Lift the heels. Take your hands underneath and lift one foot at a time as you rock back onto your sit bones. 2, find your balance. Pull the belly in. Maybe other arm and another arm. Now your hip flexors are engaged, but you've established a beautiful pulled in stomach first, right? And extend. If this is too much, please feel free, modify, and place the foot down onto the floor if it's too much on your hip flexors and your abs. We are either here or here. Keeping a long, lengthened, flat back as possible. We are tilted. Good. Both legs at the same time open. And diamond, hold the ankles. Lift. Whoop. See if you can get on top. And if you wish, here's a challenge. Grab from the instep. Stretch the legs. We're playing now. And see if you can get right on top of the sit bones. Pop. And hold it there. And pull it back in. We're gonna roll down. Whoop. Okay, maybe not so fast. Roll it down. Bend your knees. Put the feet, all of that pressure in the hips. Now, parallel the feet, press the heels into the floor and press the hips up, opening that back up. Beautiful. Yes, let that go. And let's just do 5 nice, gentle, luscious press pulses up. 1, slow. And 2, as we do this, let that belly relax. And 3. And 4. And 5. We're going to roll it all the way down, but contract from the upper body, 1 vertebrae at a time from the upper spine down. Pubic bone is tilted up. At the very last minute, your butt cheeks relax. Hold on the insides of your knees. Open those knees, bend the elbows in and out. There we go. And we're going to take a moment, happy baby. Lower the spine, and your tailbone might have come up. That's okay, but the energy is going to be pressing down on that tailbone to get the full spine on the floor. Now, challenge on this is extending one leg out to the side and bring it back, and the other leg. So you do you here. If you want to do both legs, just take a moment to kind of ooze around this happy baby position. Maybe rocking side to side feels good for you. So this is your own je ne sais quoi, right? Whatever, explore a little bit. Oh, what if I put my legs over that way, or like a baby would. Just take this moment to explore and just be weird. Because sometimes if you might go, oh wow, that feels really good. Oh, that muscle's really tight. Yeah. And let's go ahead and bring the legs together. Beaut. And put the foot down. This time, put your feet together. We're gonna do one more booty exercise. So your feet are close together. Press your hips up and just extend one leg is equal to the knee as you can. It's a little bit easier if you lift it up this way, but it's up to you. And we're just going to do 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower it down. Change legs, take a breath. And press hips up, lift the other leg out, and 10 pulses. 1, 2, heel is pushing into the floor. 3, as those hoops rise and lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. Feet apart, windshield wiper. Just let that hip invert. Dead man pose, open the arms, shoulders on the floor, feel the stretch through the hips. And other side. And one more time each side. Just indulge in this. Breathe deeply. Now, this time, maybe reach the leg that's inverted. Reach the arm up and see if you can increase that stretch right through the ribs. And release, other side. And reach the other arm up. Now we're going to roll to the side. So wherever you are, we're just going to roll up, roll up, roll up. Wonderful. We're going to keep one leg behind. If you want to be mirroring me, you put your left leg behind. So take a moment if you want to switch. And we're in these double L positions. So, take this hand down here, twist the body, and we're trying to get this hip on the floor. I have horrible inversion, right? It doesn't want to turn out, it doesn't want to turn in, it wants to turn out. There we go. Now, press this hip, and you're going to squeeze the butt over, reach, 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 all the way forward. Other arm is there for leverage. Move it as you wish. And now we've engaged the right butt cheek and glute. We're still completely on the right side. Now to increase the stretch, take that left leg and just stretch it. It is different than pigeon like we did in the beginning. And recover. Come to that elbow, and one more quad stretch. Grab the knee and press it down. You should have pretty good flexibility right now. We've opened up this quad decently. And bring the leg up, yada yada, cross it over, and come on up. Coming into the home stretch, both of our sit bones are down. Pull the belly in as you twist and grab the knee. Pull the knee towards the shoulder as you start feeling the stretch through the hip. And just breathe as you make yourself tall. I was at Starbucks and they're like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Palma." He's like, Palma? I'm like, no. Just using an accent because I felt like it. That's why normally I'm just Max. Max is my Starbucks name. And release. Bring your legs up. I'm Palma. Hey. Hold it there. Option to lift. Option to lift. And switch to the other side. Double L. There we go. So take a moment to try to get that hip down. I know I feel it right through here and right through here for me. You might feel it differently. Just take a moment. All right, now we're going to push that hip forward. Twist, reach. This leg is just relaxed. And you're going to start feeling it in the left hip. Reach the arm. And we're doing a lot of wonderful stretches through the waist and lower back. Stretch your back leg. And let's open it up, coming to the elbow if you're not there already. Grab the top of your foot, point the knee down. And adjust, sexy stretch, cross it over. Hip down to the floor. Grab the knee, belly in, twist, lift, lift, twist. Feel the shoulder opening up. And recover. Last stretch. legs open. Top of your sit bones. Take a moment and flex the feet. We're going to start with flexed feet, and we're going to point and flex as we go through this. Flat back as we start walking. Now, if you are very inflexible, you just stay here with your hands back and try to get that curve out of your back, okay? We are going into the thigh, inner thigh groin area on this stretch. Feel free to point your toes. And flex them. And then you do you. Stay as long as you wish. I'm going to roll you up. Feel free to join me, laying back onto the back, holding the knees, curving down. One last compression of your knees, holding onto them. Pull them into the chest. Pull the forehead to the knees like we did in our standing positions. Release. Arms up over the head, legs beneath you. Stretch the body. One last reach. Arms come up to the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide. Open the mouth wide. Eyes. And then E position. U position. Open it to a wah. Stick your tongue out. Take a deep breath in. Release the tension from your fingers and your face. Elongate the neck. Let the arms come down close by the sides of your body. Feet turned out naturally like a book. And breathe. Please feel free to indulge in your savasana as long as you wish this morning. I hope this practice was instrumental in opening up the joints, the body, releasing toxins, both physical and mental, clearing the mind and the body for a beautiful, giving, wonderful day filled with gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me this morning with your practice. I bid you namaste.